She was the style model entertainer and widely popular mother to Diddy's children. She was most recently seen looking cheerful and solid with her ex and their youngsters at this occasion, only 16 days before her passing. While digging into somebody's end, the last snapshots of their reality regularly take the spotlight agents, plunge into the subtleties of their last hours, following each step and uncovering the dramatization that unfurled before their less than ideal end now. With regards to the late Kim Watchman, a motherlode of disclosures has arisen, revealing insight into the fascinating occasions paving the way to her terrible end. You got to take a gander at the man his activities. When Kim was alive, you comprehend what activity did he did. So what precisely occurred? Before Watchman's passing, she was most recently seen looking cheerful and sound with her ex and their kids at this occasion, only 16 days before her demise, obviously, before Kim's sad exit from this world. The mother of four was wanting to deliver a tell-all book about her high-profile connections in the music world, and this has positively caused fans to accept it was a potential rationale in Kim to be unalived anyway. The brunette magnificence's hair specialist Lisa Pope guaranteed that, however, her companion longed for composing a book. It would have been about how to bring polite kids up in Hollywood. I can validate the incredibly respectful youngsters she raised. Lisa composed barely 7 days after Kim's passing. Our most grounded security was our job as guardians. Anyway, fans were not persuaded by Lisa's case, since it was clear that Kim had seen a ton of things while she was with Diddy, and she could have needed to uncover his shrewd deeds. You see, the two had truly met when Kim was ANWR chief at Uptown Records, and she was working there as a secretary. They began going back in 1994 and kept on having an on-off relationship for a very long time. In 1998, Kim and Diddy invited their most memorable kid together, a child named Christian Casey, and Diddy additionally embraced Quincy, Kim's child, with Al B. Shore. Anyway, Kim and Diddy separated only a year after the fact, since Diddy had begun a mysterious relationship with Jennifer Lopez. While Kim was pregnant with Christian, Diddy and J-Lo dated for a considerable length of time before he and Kim accommodated. Kim later guaranteed that Diddy's relationship with J-Lo was only an exposure trick, and that Diddy became involved with the publicity 3 years after the fact. Kim and Diddy invited twin girls to Layla Starr and Jess James in 2003. Anyway, Diddy will not wed Kim, guaranteeing that he simply wasn't prepared. In his December 2006 meeting with Pith magazine, Diddy said, "I realize she has the right to get hitched yet. I'm simply not prepared." He additionally added, "It's that I'm figuring out how to be a decent sweetheart. When I'm done with this step, I'll continue on toward the following." Regardless, Diddy and Kim's relationship took a huge turn during one of their divisions, when Kim went into an association with Shakir Stewart, an individual utilized at DJam. The disclosure of Kim's inclusion with Shakir purportedly set off an enraged response from Diddy, prompting a warmed contention that left Kim with a wrecked nose. Evidently, the debate unfurled on Com's yacht, insane figure of speech, provoking the inclusion of an expert plastic specialist from Geneva to address Kim's wrecked nose. Intriguingly, Kim later recommended an elective clarification, declaring that her facial injury came about because of unintentionally striking her nose on a table. The story takes a hazier turn on November 1, 2008, when Shakir Stewart was found dead in his Atlanta residence, the casualty of a self-incurred gunfire. Twisted by true judgments. Anyway, doubts of treachery quickly arose, with fingers pointed at Diddy. Charges of a past vicious experience among Diddy and Shakir surfaced, with a source illuminating media takeout that Diddy had recently attacked Shakir seriously. The source guaranteed that Diddy, after finding Kim's relationship with Shakir, found him to his inn and continued to genuinely attack him without the presence of safety, resting in a ruthless, pulsating. The discussion, encompassing Kim, Diddy, and Shakir, escalated, bringing up issues about the idea of their connections and the occasions, paving the way to Shakir's grievous end. The murmurs of injustice persevered, testing the authority, administering of and adding layers of intricacy to a generally perplexing story in the meantime only months after Kim invited their twins Delilah and Jessica and Diddy. Separated for the last time in July 2007, Kim Watchman says she unloaded "Did I Feel Like" in an explanation to the television program. The insider, she says she chose to end what she cancels her on again relationship with Diddy Cole's Kim, moved out of the New York loft she imparted to Diddy, and it was subsequently uncovered that Kim unloaded Diddy after he conceded that he had invited a mystery love kid with his long-term partner Sarah Chapman. In spite of all of this dramatization, Kim and Diddy stayed friendly and proceeded to co-parent their youngsters, and Kim was supposed to be the paste of the family. Yet it happened that somewhat more than about 14 days before the shocking insight about Kim's passing, she went to a Hollywood occasion with Diddy. What was this stupendous issue, you ask? In all honesty, the captivating debut of Netflix's The Occasion schedule a film featuring, in all honesty, Kim's own child, Quincy Earthy, colored currently. Here's where the situation starts to get interesting. Rumors from far and wide suggest that Kim probably won't have been too excited about gracing the occasion with her presence. And who could pin her statement on the grape plant is that her well-being probably won't have been in the best shape. Yet think about who is purportedly assuming the part of the tireless persuader. As a matter of fact, Diddy, the man with opinion for the ideal family veneer, seems like Diddy had his sights set on displaying that truly amazing picture of his mixed family. And he wasn't allowing a seemingly insignificant detail to, like Kim's well-be, hold up traffic. It's practically similar to he needed to organize a live photograph shoot to demonstrate his undying help for his took-on child Quincy, all while thinking twice about Kim's prosperity. So in this intricate scene, caught in Los Angeles on October 30th, Quincy, the embraced yet not actually child of Diddy, was smack in the focal point. All things considered, encompassing him were his then 11-year-old twin sisters, looking all charming, and facilitated Diddy's child Justin was strategically located close to his beloved father, while Kim, the alleged reluctant member, was situated next to her ex, perhaps with a constrained grin. You see the way that Kim went out for this occasion. And presumably tipsy, some effervescent, could have aggravated her influenza. As per the coroner's report, a long time before her disastrous end, Dorman had grumbled of a sensitive throat, which formed into a fever of 102 degrees. Fans are presently proposing that the portentous night out during the pinnacle of influenza side effects could play had an influence in her sad end. Clinical experts overall caution against dismissing influenza side effects, particularly for late-night trips and liquor utilization. The mix of influenza side effects and liquor admission can prompt a compromised resistant framework, postponed recuperation, and elevated hazard of entanglement. Specialists underline the significance of rest, legitimate hydration, and swearing off liquor while fighting the season's virus. In addition, the gamble of spreading the seasonal infection to others can't be disregarded, especially while blending in packed group environments. Dorman's choice to ignore this worry might have accidentally positioned others in danger. While it's basic to take note of that, no authority affirmation has connected Dorman's night out to her lamentable passing. The hypothesis alone fills in as a distinct indication of the possible results of dismissing one's well-being for socialization. In any way, the model and entertainer passed on suddenly on the 15th of November 2018 in the wake of getting a type of pneumonia. Now you may be figuring, how is it that Diddy could have realized that she was wiped out? Wasn't he her ex? Well, Diddy knew up and down that Kim was wiped out. He uncovered this while talking in a 2018 May issue of Embodiment magazine, where he started by saying that his reality was flipped around after Dorman's passing, and uncovered she let him know she wasn't feeling great 3 days before she spent away. 3 days before she passed, she wasn't feeling great. He said she had influenza, and she sent the children over to my home so they wouldn't become ill. One night I was keeping an eye on her. And she resembled Puffy Deal with my children. He openly uncovered she truly expressed that to me before she kicked the bucket. Many individuals felt that her end was exceptionally dubious, and one of them was Kim's ex-al, Make Certain in July 20,000. 120 Al shared a since-erased video of himself and composed, "I just found this recording from the morning. I learned of Kim Watchman's M, and the way that it tore the spirit from my actual body. I was en route to film the pre-show bundles for the BET Grants with Tisha Campbell Martin and Tin Arnold, when I get a call from PR symbol Queenie Donaldson, inquiring as to whether I was OK. And did I hear the news I did not know? I, in all actuality, do know plainly that hashtag Kimberly didn't look at out of nowhere over pneumonia. That is some BS actually. This is where I cause problems. We just praised our child Quincy's new arrangement and Christmas exceptional with Netflix, and she was in phenomenal well-being, too chuckling seeing me and Diddy's common trade at the theater. I will leave it here in one more post that has additionally been since erasing Al.